So we did a hike at Lake Busbee. It was Lexi, Tanner, and Dean.
The group consisted of us three. The leader was Tanner because he gave us the location of Lake Busbee and he showed us great leadership skills during our adventure. My dog Banks also joined us for the walk.
So the plan was to explore a new outdoor spot. We thought this would be good as it was an easy location for all of us to meet up at. We also wanted to get out and get some physical activity for the day. So this would be good as it's a nice long walk with the water and the wildlife. And then our overall goal was to have fun. The equipment and clothing, we brought a speaker for music to make it more enjoyable. We also needed cars for transportation to meet there. We brought lots of water as we knew it was going to be hot and sunny for the walk. And then we also had sunscreen in case it got too hot and we needed to put some on so we wouldn't get burned. As far as clothing, we wore shorts and a t-shirt, and then we dressed for warm weather.
For the risk management part of it, during the hike, we did see a couple signs that warned us about the current in the lake, and another one saying not to swim, boat, or fish there. It's a form of risk management since there isn't anyone who currently works at the lake so to tell you about the risk. And for first aid, we didn't bring any form of it because it's a leisure walk, so there was no need. But in the pre-planning, we did map out where the closest hospital was, which was Conway Medical Center.
The Leave No Trace principles are plan ahead and prepare, travel and camp on durable surfaces, dispose of waste properly, leave what you find, minimize campfire impacts, respect wildlife, and be considerate of other visitors. We followed all 7 principles. We traveled in a small group. We walked on the trail that was already there and didn't wander off of it. We packed in and packed out, and we picked up some litter that we found, showed in the picture below. We left all nature and we didn't touch it. We just enjoyed watching it. We didn't have any bonfires. We watched a gator in the water. So we watched some wildlife, but didn't bother him. And we waved and smiled past other visitors as we walked the trail for 2 miles.
So the appropriate wilderness and hygiene in the outdoors. We obviously didn't want to litter. This can cause damage to the wildlife and then the nature around you at the park. But we also had to be mindful of others as it's a community park that other people use. Going along with that, you had to share the trails, make sure there's enough room for bikers and runners and everybody using it. And then we also wanted to respect wildlife and the environment around us.
Our adventure went really well. We all arrived on time. There was really good weather that day, and we got good exercise on our 2-mile hike.
What we could have changed, probably the time we went because it was in the middle of the day, which led to even more hot than it could have been if we went later on to get a nice cold breeze. Bring even more water than we did, and charge a speaker because it did end up dying on the walk back. And here's the map of Lake Busbee along with a picture of when it flooded during Hurricane Florence.
We also had found out from somebody walking that it had used to be Toxic Lake as there was a power plant across the road and that's what it was used for.
Here's a video of a drone view of Lake Busbee.
Don't advertise on Google Ads or Facebook before blocking click fraud with Pixies. Not a fun fact.
And here's a video of our experience.
Mm-hmm.
That's the end of our PowerPoint. It was overall a really great experience, and I'll be sure to return to Lake Busbee.
We would recommend this to all ages, and we will definitely be going back.